Um, so my name is Morgan, for those that don't know. I'm a Special Olympics athlete ambassador, and I work with Colin and Trent at the Human Development Institute.
I'm Colin. I worked with Morgan and Trent. I'm a intern there. I am doing a practicum through one of my classes at UK. I'm a health promotion major and I play rugby. That's my fun fact. So I'm an athlete too.
And I am Trent, and I work with Morgan and Colin, as they said. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about workout planning and fitness planning at home. And so I was conflicted. I was originally going to make a fancy PowerPoint, but I think it would be better if we just keep it more discussion based. And so we're going to talk about a few different topics, and Morgan and Colin are going to chime in as I sort of hit on these different things. And then we'll sort of open it up to where all of you guys can talk about your experiences, and hopefully we can keep it pretty casual and more conversational, and hopefully learn some things as well. So the main thing when discussing this, or main things, I should say, there's really three categories when it comes to fitness that I personally think of. So this isn't like a set standard or anything, but this is a very easy way for me to personally think about exercise and fitness and health. And hopefully it can sort of help you guys as well. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about those sort of three areas of fitness. And then we're going to talk about what a workout looks like what a good workout looks like. And then hopefully we have some time to talk about workout planning after that, and creating a routine, hopefully, or helping you guys sort of set up your own routine. And another thing, or maybe the most important thing, is all of this is going to be different from person to person. Okay, so no one person is the same, and so no one person's fitness plan is going to be exactly the same. And so a lot of this is going to be you're going to have some flexibility in terms of what you're doing. So we're going to show you guys our website, where we have a lot of different resources. So if we don't cover something or get to talk about something more in depth, hopefully the resources on our website, you'll be able to explore and see things in more depth, or better explained. And then also, hopefully, we will have a session in a couple of weeks where we actually do some workouts, sort of like how Lindsay led Zumba. And then we do a full workout. And then hopefully we'll have some time to talk about it. Okay, so the three areas, or the three sort of keys to fitness that I like to think of are strength, cardio or mobility. So cardiovascular health is your heart health. So things like a brisk walk, or if you're in a wheelchair, if you're moving down a path in your wheelchair, it's the same form of exercise. Or and anything that is elevating your heart rate, that you're sustaining, or sustaining is not a good word, but that you're doing over a period of time. And then the third area is flexibility. So again, this is going to be different from person to person. I'm not very flexible. I know a lot of people that are, but I'm not talking about flexibility in that way. What I mean is what what you are able to do with your body, right? How your body is able to move. So again, it doesn't matter how flexible you are, but it is a very important part of fitness. And so we're going to talk about how that sort of goes into your workouts. Okay, I see we have a question from Claire.
There's a workout that we do on Parks and Rec, and it's called Walk a Mile. And it's, you just type in Walk a Mile, and it's from home, and it's with one of these girls, and she just shows you what to do, and you just do the movements that you can do that are best ways that you can try it.
Oh, that's great, Claire. Can you share that resource with us in the chat?
Yeah, I'll have to look up with the name of the video.
Okay, or yeah, if you don't find it, you can always send it to us on the email that you used whenever you contacted us last time. You can send us it there, send us that video there, and then maybe we can share it next time.
Okay.
Does anybody else have something that they like to do, like working out wise, and stuff like that? I know I like to walk. Who all has a dog? Who all has a dog? That always helps me
I
motivate.
have a dog, but she's very old and she doesn't get far.
Well, hey, that's all right too. Small walks work too. My dog, he's not the most in shape, but so he doesn't like all the big walks either. But any little.
I like to go.
What was that, Philip?
I like to go walking around my neighborhood,
That's good.
Yeah, that's a
but I
great
don't
way
have
to
a
do it.
dog. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. Sometimes that's good. Do you go walking by yourself?
Especially right now with the snow and stuff outside. We have a new treadmill downstairs that we got from our neighbor across the street that we use, and then every now and
that's
again
cool.
I'll use the weights downstairs, or I'll use my weights in my bedroom, and then I'll use my dad's elliptical trainer.
There you go.
Great.
Every little step works, and like Trent said, we encourage you guys to look at our website. We have we have a lot of videos that shows you don't need like those big heavy weights.
Yeah, whenever I pull up our website, hopefully I can show you guys what those modified workouts look like.
Yeah, and you don't have to you don't have to overdo things. That's how people get hurt. So don't overdo like with a lot of weight or something.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Morgan. Even outside of strength, so even if you're just doing cardio, you still want to be careful. Like if you're doing like a very brisk walk, or you're running and your side starts to hurt, which is normal. But again, you don't want to overdo it, like Morgan said, because it can lead to injury for your body, especially if you're just starting out. So a lot of this, hopefully we're just going to be keeping it at the very, very basics today. That way, no matter where you are in your fitness journey and what you do to stay active, that you can sort of look at the bigger picture of things. So for strength training, why do you guys think that strength training is important? Or how do you or how is any strength exercises that you do, how does that translate's not the right word, but how does that come across in your everyday lives? Kevin? Oh, can you take yourself off mute?
Hey, Trent, what do you mean like I'm strength training? Do you mean like
Oh,
walking
that's
on
a
the
great question.
treadmill?
So that's a great question. So walking is an example of that cardio health, that heart health, right?
Right.
Which strength training can be good for your heart too, but strength training is more like, you know, you're lifting weights. You know, it
Yeah.
can be just a household item like this water bottle. This is kind of heavy. It's got a lot of water in it.
Yeah.
I can use this. It's
All right.
anything that adds resistance. Okay.
All right.
So any weight that you're moving that is adding resistance, and that's how you build strength in your muscles.
Yes.
Um,
All
Hey,
right.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
Think of your body for strength training. So think of your body as a machine. Like you want to like make sure each and every little like part of your body is stronger. That way, when you're walking outside or working out or playing a sport or anything, your body doesn't, crumble on you. It's
Yeah. All right.
yeah. It's so you function better all around. So
All right.
Great analogy.
I'm looking at the chat. It looks like Andre says keeping your leg muscles strong and warm. It's a good one.
Go
Yeah,
and go.
go ahead.
Go. I was gonna say, I'm in an exercise class every morning, and the guy that teaches it, he wants us to do a step challenge for the whole month of February, and I'm in that now too, and I get steps in for walking too in my where I live at.
That's awesome. Is this
Yeah, that's great.
during this pandemic?
Yes.
Oh, that's even better because
Yeah, it's Monday through Saturday.
oh, that's awesome. That's really good because of course I know most of you guys through Special Olympics, and that's kind of changed our lives, hasn't it? With
Yes.
not being able to do Special Olympics, but that's good that you know that there's something else you can do. So that's good job.
Yes.
Yes.
And if Soki is listening, I'm hoping that we can get back to track and field and softball this summer.
Yeah.
And on another note, I put in the chat the name of the website.
Oh, awesome.
How long it is.
Yeah, those different health challenges can be really good, and they can help a lot with building a routine or creating a schedule for working out. Yeah, so this is all great information. So
like work with your arms and stuff.
Yep, working out with your arms. Yeah, that's what Trent means with strength exercise.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So yes.
I will definitely tell you, one of the things that I really loved about Fit Friday, and Chad Miller actually showed us how to do it, but we actually use like water bottles in our hands to lift weights in case if we didn't have the weights at home, and I really loved seeing that. And
Yeah, that's awesome. Another thing is books, or I mean, you can use anything really, like a gallon of milk. I mean, a gallon of milk's pretty heavy.
I actually have something right next to me that I can show you. I can't use it right now because I hurt myself, but I carry it in my right arm. I got this on Amazon. It's like a little workout bean, and you can do anything. Like you can like press it over your head, squat with it. You could even like walk with it. It's only 25 pounds, but
How much did it cost? Because I have an
think
Amazon gift card still, and
it
I was
was-
thinking of getting
it was
something
really
on there.
cheap. I only think it was like, I mean, it could have been $15, honestly. I don't think it was bad at all.
Yeah.
But
What happened to your arm?
I tore my bicep. I just got my brace on.
You didn't fall on the ice and snow, did you?
No, I did it playing rugby. I tore it.
Oh, yeah, that's a dangerous sport. My mom and I were at the diabetes clinic to do labs, and we saw a lot of people come in with sports injuries to do x-rays and stuff. And high school sports are very, very high core, you know, very high core, very where you can get injured very well. And I'm just very thankful that Special Olympics doesn't have a lot of people that get that injured.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, injuries can be really, really tough, and they affect how we work out. So this injury that Colin has, it's totally changed how he's able to exercise. Colin, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, right now I really can't work out just because I'm working on letting my arm recover. But I've been starting to like do stretches and just like basic things and really trying to eat healthy, because when you can't move a lot, you need to make sure you eat healthier because you're not able to burn as many calories as you would like. But for me, it's pretty much just gradually moving into it. Like I know at first I'm not going to be able to like bench press or do curls, but I can improvise and do more leg workouts. And for example, like when I do weightlifting, I do circuits. So I'll do.
Can you explain what a circuit is? And also, Colin is a college athlete, so his workouts are probably a bit more intense than the rest of us. But
are you a college athlete too, or are you not in college?
No, I'm graduated, so my time is done. But I didn't play any sports in college. It takes, you got to be really good. So Colin, he's a very good athlete.
Yeah, like so a circuit. So I used to just lift or and then I would run at the end of my workout or whatever. But I started spacing my days out. So like on a lift day, I'll go in there and by circuit, I mean I'll do 3 rounds of, if I'm doing my first big round would be, let's say a squat, I'll do 10 reps of a squat, and then I'll move into 10 reps of dumbbell overhead press. And then I'll move into, let's say 10, like holding a dumbbell and squatting as well. And then I'll do that, rest like 5 seconds, and then do it again for, let's say 3 rounds. And then each round I try to switch the other 2 workouts on top of the first main workout, which would be the squat. So by circuit, I mean, I'm not just doing one exercise and then waiting around. I'm trying to get my heart rate up. And, for my sport, I'm constantly tackling and running and being tackled. I have to get up off the ground, back up. So I need to be able to have my heart rate under stress while I'm working out. And then the same thing goes for running. I'll do a circuit. Like I'll run for 10 minutes outside, and then I'll stop and do 30 air squats. And then I'll run for another 10 minutes and stop and do 30 jumping jacks. And then I'll do the last 10 minutes. And then at the end, I like to play basketball or do something else like box jumps, same idea. But by circuit, the best definition I could give it would be constant movement, but not just doing the same thing the whole time. That way you're hitting a little bit of each body part. And for me, and in general, I'm not an expert, but I think it's like way better for functional fitness because it's every body part. You're getting the whole package. You're not just like, oh, I can bench press a lot. It's like, well, I could run and jump over this, or I could, your heart is better, and your body, your joints, the way you move is better. So if y'all have any questions, I mean, I'm not an expert, like I said, but I've had to do it enough and been taught enough of it that I'm not going to give you scientific definitions, but I can, be like, yeah, that probably works, or no, that probably won't work.
Yeah, the circuit workouts. So essentially with circuits, you're sort of changing it up.
Yes.
That's the main thing that's happening, and they're in these quick sets. And so those type of workouts are becoming really popular, or a lot more popular, at least that I've seen in recent years. Because like Colin says, a lot of those circuit workouts, they are more about just everyday functional, like your functional strength, or your functional cardio health, just your everyday stuff, right? It helps to improve that a lot. And so, Morgan, were you going to say something?
I was just going to lead it with a question, but if
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so why is it that you guys stay active and do exercises? Why does everybody exercise or stay active?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I know for me, a big thing for me with my heart health is I like to hike, and I like to go on long hikes. And so hiking can be pretty tough. So I like to be, if I'm not in good shape, I can really feel it. I can't make it too far, and I'll start breathing really heavily. And so just being in good shape and having good leg strength, it really helps with that aspect of my life, and that activity that I like to enjoy, which is a form of exercise itself. But
yeah.
I was just gonna say, this might sound kind of funny, but for me, like, I always want to, I don't know, I really enjoy like video games, dudes that are muscular, fit. Like, I'm trying to, I don't know, it's just like trying to better yourself. I enjoy that. I want to be able to run faster, jump higher, all that stuff. Like, I just want to, my motivation to work out is to be the best version of myself. That way, if anything goes wrong, like the world's ending or something, I'm prepared. That's how I feel like.
And you need it. You need it for your sport.
Well, that too.
That's a big one too.
But I just enjoy fitness. Like, first and foremost, fitness for me is for mental health and look good, feel good. Sports really came like more second, just because I guess I just kind of got lucky that I was decent. But first and foremost, from a health point of view, like, working out can really help you, whether it's whatever you do, walking, hiking, like Trent said, it can really help you mentally and physically as just a person. It's medicine. So
I'm glad someone mentioned that, because it's not just because it's how I stay healthy or stuff like that. Like, I know with me, of course, a lot of you guys know me. I'm a Special Olympics athlete, and I have prosthetics, and a lot of people don't know, but if I get like real big, I won't be able to have my prosthetics for long. So I'm glad that Special Olympics gives me the opportunity to play the sports I love, and that gives me an excuse to be active, and also a fun way to be active. What about you guys? What is your motivation for working out?
Well, motivation for me is I don't really have like a motivation for working out, but like for Special Olympic sports, I really enjoy track and field and softball more than I do with basketball. Like, I seem to get more of a 100% effort in track and field and softball than I would in basketball. And I guess that's because basketball is not one of my favorite kinds of things to play.
Yeah, that's good. And a lot of it is going to be, what you enjoy. And that's a really important part of it too. So let's go Ben next and then Kara after.
I mean, I may
after
not
Ben.
like to exercise, but then I try as best as I can to.
Hey, that's what's
motivate
important.
myself because I'm trying to be in better shape and not be like my grandmother when I get older and not be able to get around and have heart problems and stuff like that.
Ben, were you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Oh,
The reason why I like to stay active is because it gets me going for the day. Like my exercise classes I'm in Monday through Saturday, it gets me going for the day.
yeah, and it makes you, I don't know about anyone else, but if I exercise early, I'm going to want to do more stuff afterwards. Like Ben says, it gets me going for the day.
Going, yeah. Yeah.
Anyone else?
It make you stronger too for your sports and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it does.
I have a question. When I go hiking and if I go up a hill, I will start breathing really heavy, and it's hard for me to catch my breath. Is that normal?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's very normal. That's something that I struggle with when I go hiking. If I'm hiking up a big hill, I'm definitely going to be I'm definitely going to be out of breath, and that can be good too. That can be healthy. The only issue is you have to sort of know your body's limits. That's something you have to sort of get to know. And again, it's going to be different for each person, but you don't want to press it too much, like if you can stop and take breaks, stop and let your heart rate go back down, let your breathing get back to normal, and then you can keep going. But yeah, that's definitely normal, something I experience all the time when hiking.
Yes, that's a good.
I think that during this quarantine, I have gained some weight, and I think that's why it happened.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too with quarantine. Like, and not even just with quarantine, but just with life. Like our bodies are changing all the time, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. That's normal, and that's what's happening with everybody. And we're all getting older. We're and our bodies are changing as we age and as we get older. Like I know as I get older, it hurts whenever I sleep weird. I'll wake up and my back will be sore all day. So, that's definitely normal. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Let's go Colin, and then I think Luke.
I just had a tip.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you get to the top of the hill and your breathing is affected, instead of just stopping right away and breathing, like for example, if I'm running really hard during a game and we stop for like a set play, instead of just sitting there and dying like really hard, I'll keep walking kind of at a brisk pace, honestly, but I'll walk. And that will allow your heart to like gradually start coming down easier, and you won't be like sitting there like hurting, grasping for air. Instead, your body will like naturally start to cool itself down for that moment, and then you can pick it right back up easier versus dropping right away and then trying to go back up. So
yeah, that's an excellent tip, Colin. Really good point. Let's go Luke and then Kevin.
Trent, I enjoy exercising a lot. I do usually I get on the elliptical most of the time, but then other times me and my mom go walking and stuff, like when it's not so cold out like it is now. But like when we go hiking, like we go up to Canada usually in June, and when we're up there, we usually do some hiking up there and stuff. But usually some of the trails, usually there's some of them that are like not so hilly, but there's some that are like kind of flat. But usually I don't feel my heart usually ever like getting like out of breath, or I don't feel out of breath or something. And so I mean, I feel like I get good exercise though in my legs though, because I feel my legs really working like really well and stuff. So, but so
Yeah, that's great.
It's good. I'm
Yeah,
glad you
yeah.
mentioned about having having your mom work out with you, having someone to work out with you. I don't know. To me, it's much easier to have someone working out,
Yeah, for sure.
I agree, Morgan. Yeah, I agree totally.
because
Yeah.
when it's just you and you know you have to exercise, you kind of hold it off and say, I'm tired. I can-"
Yeah, that's how I am usually too, Morgan. I'm usually like, I don't want to do that. I'm tired. I worked all day and I don't feel like going out. But then once I get up and start doing it, it's like that's my good motivation.
It's
Because
your
then it,
Right.
yeah,
accountability partner.
Right. You can
Or
hold
somebody.
someone accountable if
yeah,
they don't
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
great.
you tell them, no, let's go. We don't need to
Mm-hmm.
sit around all day. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about anyone else? Why do they exercise?
Kevin, you can go ahead.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right. When my staff members tell us after AM race, they tell us to do put our hands up for like 10 minutes to help our heart rate come back down some, and then when we have school, I do the treadmill between like 25 and like 30 minutes every single day.
That's awesome, Kevin. That's good. I like what you said about putting your putting your hands up, because like you and like Colin said, if you are feeling tired, something I've learned, I wrestled in high school, and when you get tired, you should always like walk around and like hold your like
Yep.
this. Never hunch down, because I don't know, you're not getting like you're blocking
Your
stuff.
oxygen.
Yeah, your oxygen. So that was really good, Kevin, to just walk around and do this or
Yeah.
this. That's
Yeah,
good.
that what you all said is perfect. It allows, you're opening your airways. You don't think about it, but your diaphragm, you're opening it. When you do this, you're closing it. You're contracting your body, so you're gonna be like, you can't breathe. So yeah, that's perfect.
What
Yeah,
about anyone
let's go Hayden, and then, or no, actually, I think Lee had her hand up first, and then we'll go Hayden. And then what we're talking about is going to transition into what a good workout looks like for you. So we'll go Lee, then Hayden. Oh wait, Lee, I think you're muted.
Oh, still muted, Lee. There you almost.
Here, we can go Hayden, you can go ahead and go, and then Lee, as soon as Hayden's done. You go.
Okay. But Trent, I mean, I even sent this thing to Morgan now.
Okay, now you're good. Okay.
I'll let Lee go and then I'll go last.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Lee.
Thank you. Well, I've been doing gymnastics Wednesdays and those days. Been working out because my coach is helping me your own techniques and stay healthy and get more energy. And I do some yoga and I do some body balance to keep me moving and get my heart rated. And I still doing it gymnastics 27 years and keep me stay healthy and be able to do it because I not giving up, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy, and it just really get more my stuff like that. But I've been working out every day, and it's just keep busy and not think about not overthinking, and it just makes me feel comfortable, and it's really, and I'm so talented. It's just I'm a good athlete, so I've been doing it forever.
I agree. I also like to feel being active and exercising to prove to people that even though we have a disability, we can still work out just like everyone else. It may,
Yeah.
So that was good. I like that.
Thank you. It just makes me feel good. It's just kind of some things without me doing a workout every day. I do read the book and play do my art, play my piano, stuff like that. Cats is playing today, so I like to watch it. It was fun, and it just
great.
makes me feel excited.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
I love watching the Wildcats play because then it helps me improve on my basketball skills on how they do and stuff.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I do
And I showed my dad, okay, I see they're going after the ball and they got their hands up. That's what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
You can look and see how other people exercise. That's always a good template. But yeah, that Lee, what you were saying is, and Colin said it earlier, exercising is good for our mental health. It helps us feel better. It helps us to be more productive, feel more excited about the day. And that's that Ben was saying that earlier as well. So yeah, that's super awesome. And you've got all those different activities that you're doing too. So you keep it interesting with all the different workouts that you do, but that's super awesome.
Yeah.
Hayden, were you next or?
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead.
Morgan, thank you for calling me out on that. But Morgan, to answer your question, why does everyone stay in good shape? It's really a good question. I mean, I actually love to stay active to get ready for my Soki sports, and then I'll actually share a good tip that Colin actually said good tip on. Was that whenever I'm out of breath, I always put my hands on my head like this and then walk around, and then it calms my body down and stuff. So
yeah, that's great, and it sort of leads into what a good workout looks like. And so for me, and again, workouts are different for everybody, but for me, I think a good workout starts out with a warm up, just getting your body loose, just shaking it out, and then stretching a little bit. So bringing in that flexibility component. And then whatever workout you're doing, even if it's yoga, which is you're stretching the whole time, you still get that little pre-stretch in. Or if you're lifting, still really good. So
I would like to do some mindfulness yoga on Wellness
Yeah.
Wednesdays. I really like it. It's very
Oh yeah,
calming.
that's a great suggestion, Claire. We actually, I think, are going to be doing some stuff with mindfulness in about a month and a half. But we're still working on that. But hopefully, we do have some stuff coming up soon. Philip, did you have a question? And then Kara. Oh, go ahead, Kara.
I enjoy swimming and lifting weights. And I enjoy walking. And I'm on a softball team. So before we practice, I just warm up before we practice.
Yeah, that's super great. And yeah, swimming is so good for your body. Like it's crazy the
I haven't been able to swim the here for a while.
Yeah, it's too cold, isn't it, to be swimming right now? But
Yeah, I usually swim indoors
oh, that's
in the lap area, and I just scared for a while right now because of the pandemic. My mom and dad don't let me to because they don't think it is safe.
yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it's a very indoor pools are very enclosed areas. So yeah, that is understandable, but hopefully in the next couple of months, you'll be able to get back to it because it is such a good exercise and it's really fun too. That's another thing about swimming, or it's fun for me. It may not be fun for everybody, but
It's fun for me too.
that's good. That's good, and that's a big part of these exercises is doing what's fun, doing things that we enjoy, like all the sports that you guys play. Helps. Let's see here. Sorry. Gemma, did you want to say anything? This is a really good comment in the chat from Gemma. Oh wait, oh you're on. There you go.
Hey guys, how are you doing? So my guys know we've been offering remote classes weekly, and I love that you guys do this so we can branch out of our group. So we offer exercise classes remotely weekly, and I just encourage them to keep moving.
Yeah.
And they know that I love to exercise, and I talk about myself exercising, which then encourages them. So
yeah, that's so awesome. Do you have so for the exercise courses that you guys have, is it just for people with Quest?
Right now it is, where our day training program is suspended. We've been offering remote classes, but if there is anyone who would like to join, I am totally fine with that. We would just have to get them to sign a confidential statement.
Oh yeah.
And anyone can join our exercise classes. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I know that one of the ADTs I worked with, we did something similar where we had we were doing the virtual exercise classes. But yeah, that's super awesome. Okay, it is getting closer to 2. Man, time flies by when we're just talking. And Gemma, if you want to share with me that, or actually it'd probably be better to share it with Kelly. She would be able to get it out to people better than I could. But
shoot her an email and attach that, and she can send it out, and anyone is welcome to join our classes. It also kind of helps promote our program.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
Encourages people to stay healthy.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sounds
I have
fantastic.
a question.
Yeah, what's up,
Go
Philip?
ahead.
I know how you get your heart rate down. Sometimes you can breathe in and out to make your heart go down.
Yeah, slowing your breathing. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Yes. You can
Yeah,
breathe.
that
You can
helps.
breathe in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, and like with what they were saying earlier, making sure your airways are open, doing
Yes.
brings us to the last part of a workout. So after you do that first part, a big thing is doing a cool down. So if I go out for a run, I always walk afterwards. 1, to stretch out my legs, but 2, to slow my heart rate down. Even if you're just doing a brisk walk, or if you're in a wheelchair doing a workout, if you slow things down, but you still keep moving, like they said, it'll help bring your heart rate down, bring your breathing down. Colin, go ahead. Sorry, I know you were trying to say something.
I was just gonna, I guess the takeaway would be to challenge everyone when they have the time to take a sheet of paper and write down like your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on each day, like Trent said, or on the day's workout.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great point, Colin, because let's actually, we've got going a little bit over, but we can talk briefly about, because it's a huge part of it. Is
I was going to set up the actual,
planning your workouts. And maybe we can talk a little bit more about this next time.
I just wanted to give the simple overview.
Yeah, so if you could.
So
my dad and I do a kind of similar kind of thing to that, but it's different. We put smiley faces on the calendar. We have like a calendar we print off that you can get from a Google page, and you can like print off a calendar for that month, and we put a smiley face, and it just like shows us, oh, we're doing really good. So like, it kind of encourages us more and more. And my aunt taught us about it.
Yeah, that's a great way, like having your calendar where you can see it and where you can mark things off even.
So I was going to say that you can so what Trent said, you'll start with your warm up and your mobility, which you can look up warm ups and stretches. And then on a lift day, you'll put your lift workout. And then at the end, you'll have, so you'll have like a main set and then another set. And then you can have your actual cool down, which could be anything from sitting on a bike for 5 minutes to just actually like stretching out again. And then the same thing on a cardio day, you do a warm up and then you do your main cardio set and then you do a cool down. So if you can just basically decide which days you want to do what, or when you have the time. I like to do every other day, as in one day's a lift, one day's a cardio, but I'm always trying to get my heart rate up and work hard no matter what. But one's more specifically designed for strength and one's more designed for actual like running.
And that's a good point too, Colin. Whenever you're alternating, it helps give your muscles a break.
Recovery.
So say you run one day or do a brisk walk, then the next day you are doing a strength working out your upper body, that gives your legs a chance to rest,
Yes.
recover. But sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, just making sure you design it to your goals as well. Just it's a lot of information on the internet that can lead you in both good ways and bad ways. So I would try to go to websites that are .orgs or edu, like even if it's like a educational website, like just don't believe everything you see, but pick out a few workouts like on a lift day, and then on a run day, design it to what you want to do. Like if you want to go for a run, look up things like how long can I run, and then like the first half, and then the second half I can do like quicker, maybe like sprints and stuff, and like just being creative with it and what works best for you and what you want to achieve. So like if you want to do all around, you do a little bit of everything, because then you'll be the complete package. But just being able to design it is the biggest step, because therefore then you can just look at it and be, okay, this is today, I'm doing this, and then just have fun with it. You don't got to worry about it then.
Yeah, that's all really good advice. And hopefully this is something that we can talk more about, because planning your workouts out can be a sort of intimidating task. Kate, you can go ahead, and then I'm going to share our website and show you guys some resources before we close. But Kate, you can go ahead with your question. Oh, you're on mute, Kate. Can you hear us, Kate?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Yay! I'm figuring this out as we go. Sorry.
Yes, it's a process. No worries. No worries.
I just wanted to tell you all that I do 30 minutes or 40 minutes on the elliptical every day.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's something we didn't talk too much about, but ideally you should, I think 2.5 hours per week that's the total amount of time. So
yeah, they say not every day, because then it bones out your
right.
and you can injure yourself.
So going
alternating
a light elliptical, just to sort of stay active and keep active, I think that's okay. But typically you want to try to get at least 20 to 30 minutes 5 days a week if you can.
5 days a week? Wow.
It's a physical activity.
Yeah, so that's for
physical activity.
Yeah, physical
activity. You guys
activity.
scared me when you said, whoa, that scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to alternate though. From one day you can do the elliptical, and then another day you could change it up and focus more on strength, and you'll actually probably notice that your ability to do the elliptical will actually increase.
Well, my legs do feel tired after I get done with the elliptical.
But you don't have to do it on the same day. You can,
Like today I did 30 minutes and my distance was 3.2.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome. That's a great workout though, and you've already got that consistency in. Another one more point before I share our website, and then Kara and Lee, you guys can ask your questions as I'm sharing the website. But finding, for me personally, it really helps to try to exercise at the same time each day. That really helps with scheduling, but also building that routine and motivation. So Lee, I think you had your hand up first. You can go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and share our website with you and show you guys some resources. But Lee, then Kara, and then we will close out the show here.
Just talk. Well, I try to mute.
Oh, are you muted?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
we
Let's
can
see what we can
hear
do
you.
here. Oh, they can hear you.
Ooh, I just making sure. Are you still coaching the athletes? They trying to get you to do something to dedicate with the teach them how they trained and
Are you saying like sports specific, like, or
coaching, coach.
yes?
Like,
I think Trent might know.
thank
Wait,
you.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you-
My internet is a little
Oh, no,
laggy.
it's
So
okay.
you were asking about coaches for
I think
Special
sport-
Olympics?
Yeah.
Yes, the coaches for Special Olympics, like basketball, volleyball, or any kind of sport. Are you how long have you been coaching?
Oh, I am personally not a coach. I think that'd be really fun, but I don't know how good of a coach I would actually be if I tried. And Colin and
I
Colin
coach
is not a coach
basketball, we
either.
would lose every game.
But
Well, that's my question. I just
We
kind
would
of
only
wondered.
shoot threes.
oh no, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Kara, do you have a question? And then guys, we're running out of time, so we'll show you guys.
I have one quick question. We when track and field is able to start again, we're looking for some more people to help out and stuff that are able to help out with each event and stuff on my track and field team.
Well, I will have to look into that. Thank you for letting us know.
And call in if you know any other UK athletes that want to help out with track and field. Let Special Olympics know, and they can get in touch with Holly.
Okay.
All right, Kara, go ahead.
Hey, Trent, what do you do with Special Olympics now?
So I just help out with Wellness Wednesday. So I don't actually work for Special Olympics Kentucky. So that's what Kelly and Kim do. That we are working with Kelly and Kim to do Wellness Wednesdays.
Okay.
But
That's cool.
But hopefully, I'm hoping I can go to your all's events once things get back up and going. Maybe here in a couple of months, depending on what the vaccination stuff looks like. So
I am one question.
okay, go ahead.
What can you do if you're addicted to pop?
Well, that is a really good question.
Because I am.
No, so I'm the same way, but I was addicted to coffee. So it's essentially the same exact sort of fix. You're getting your caffeine fix, but maybe we can do that as a topic another time. But my recommendation would be to sort of cut down a little bit each day and then take it very slowly and take it day by day. So depending on how much you drink in a day, maybe be like, okay, I'm going to drink one less bottle today, or I'm not going to drink a can of Coke today. And then just have small goals and sort of work your way up. That's what I would recommend, but maybe we can look at doing a whole session on sort of breaking unhealthy food and drink habits, because we've all got those got those issues. But
I was just gonna add one thing. For the people in the basketball showcase, I will be at that volunteering, so I'm sure I might get to meet some of you. But
yes,
Oh, sorry, Trent.
Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead with what you were going to say, Hayden.
Oh, and I was going to say that actually sounds awesome because I'll be there volunteering too. So I'll contribute
Yeah.
too.
Sounds good.
Yes.
What is the basketball showcase?
I think it's on the 13th of March.
No, I mean, what is it?
Saturday.
I think it's kind of like instead of the basketball tournament, I think instead of that, they're just doing a little showcase for some people, I think.
Yeah, because basketball, they're not having anybody doing any tournaments in basketball right now.
Correct.
As far as I know, my team's not. And we would have already had regionals tournament this past weekend if we were able to play and stuff.
Okay, Trent, did you get the website going, or should I share my screen?
No, it's all good. We will maybe at the end of next week's, because
Somebody posted it in the chat.
Yeah, I posted it in the chat. You can go to the physical activity tab, but since we'll be meeting next week, maybe at the end of, because it's after 2 p.m. now, so maybe next week we can break that down a little bit more. And who is our guest again next week?
So next week, Soki board member Reese Turner will lead us in some physical exercise. So we're excited about that.
Perfect segue.
Yeah.
So guys, come on back next week and join us, okay?
Thank you. So
thank you guys.
Learned a lot.
Do you guys know why last week was postponed?
Because we had another Zoom event going on at the same time. So we just wanted to make sure that everything ran smoothly. So we let that event go on and then just pushed it to this week.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Bye,
See you guys.
Good job today.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
See you next
See everybody.
Wednesday.
Bye.